Hello, I'm Peter Blokland, and in this short video I want to explain a core concept in risk management, which is the definition of risk. ISO 31000 defines risk as the effect of uncertainty on objectives. And an important aspect of this definition is that it mentions the effect of uncertainty and that it is about affecting objectives. Two elements not always understood how it should. In this very short definition, you have to understand the word objectives in its most encompassing way, as any result to be achieved. Whether you need a heartbeat, or want to achieve world peace, or anything in between, it is a result to be achieved, which is how ISO defines the term objective. Many professionals and practitioners have a problem with this definition, and honestly, when I first read it in 2009, I also had to think about it for a long time myself before it made sense to me. Because how can uncertainty have an effect? Would it not be more logical to speak of an uncertain effect on objectives? And we can certainly discuss that for a while. My own conclusion after a lot of thinking and argumentation is that the effect of uncertainty is the most encompassing way to define risk today. An uncertain effect is more likely to be only one outcome for one objective. The effect of uncertainty is much broader and involves a multitude of possibilities. In fact, in my understanding, it describes all cause and effect relationships that influence each other in a constantly changing way and such that it ultimately can affect one's objectives. Just look at this image. You can see the network of causes and effects constantly in motion. Some combinations will result in an effect that impacts a specific objective, depending on how all these cause-effect relationships are managed and connect. That understanding is exactly what makes this definition so powerful and comprehensive. It is a holistic view on risk. Also, because these effects can be negative or positive, and as a result, even both at the same time, depending on which cause effects will impact the objective. Recently, I even had a discussion about this definition of risk with ChatGPT. And I then had to explain step by step why this definition, in my view, is the most encompassing definition of risk. Broader and more correct than any other definition used out there. It took a long discussion at that time, because this AI was mainly fed with the partially correct definitions based on limited views on risk that circulates all over the internet still today. And in a sense, that is reassuring. If even an AI gets stuck on it, it is not surprising that many people are still struggling with this definition today. But once you understand that risk is about all those dynamic and endless cause and effect relationships that influence objectives, you will also understand why this is the most comprehensive definition of risk that exists. Due to that definition, ISO 31000 is often dismissed by practitioners. However, it is a best practice and the international guidance standard for risk management. It defines what effective risk management looks like in any organization, regardless of its size or sector. You can even use it as a practice for an individual, which makes it very suitable for SMEs. ISO 31000 offers a clear vocabulary to create shared understanding about risk and its concepts. A set of sound management principles that help strengthen decision-making and governance. A framework that assists organizations in establishing the structures, roles, and arrangements needed to manage risk systematically and holistically. And it also proposes a practical management process which takes into account human factors and that is also designed to support continual improvement. So, if you want to deepen your understanding of organizational risk, far beyond compliance checklists and how to manage it in the 21st century and make your advantage with it, then you are most welcome to join one of my international ISO 31000 courses planned in 2026 to be held in Brussels, Belgium, More information can be found via the links below. I hope you enjoyed this short explanation of the definition of risk. Have a nice day.